Well, we're almost ready.
And explosiveness with Baines and big Nate Javai. You got also David Anderson with a lot of experience, and you got very long Joe Ingles also, who just on the replay is fouled there on the fast break. But I think just going back, you know what? That technical to Edelman just changed things around. It did fire up the troops.
They needed something to fire them up, that's for sure.
Because at that point, it was the biggest lead of the game for Australia, 36-48. Turkey was down, and Edelman just picked up a technical that he knew he was going to pick up after he just went after the referee on the sideline. And I think at the moment, it just looks, it was like a good decision to take one for the team. At the moment, I think we get a wide open game here with only a 4-point lead there for Australia. If you have Emir Preljic just heating up and getting into the swing of things, I think you can expect a big-time battle there all the way down to the wire.
I would tend to agree with you. Preljic was quiet for much of the game, but he scored 5 points there late in the third quarter.
This was the monster jam by Aaron Baines. That's when things just completely looked in control of Australia. But Turkey came back strong. And of course, let's not forget about Sinan Güler, who's up to 14 points, and he's the leading scorer there for Turkey. He had only 2 points there in the second half, but he can heat up in a moment. So if you get Preljic, Güler, Arslan, who's able to knock down an open three, and then you got experience with Gunlam there underneath the basket, I think that this Turkish cup is very dangerous, as you said many times before.
So the Turkish fans have gotten into the game here with that late burst of points. And if Turkey can score here, that'll get the Turkish fans even louder. Güler has got it now to Preljic, and Preljic falls down, but I think it's fouled by Broekhoff.
And fourth. That's number 4 in Broekhoff. And he's going to have to go to the bench. And I mean, you're losing a great shooter from a three-point line who's shooting over 60% in the tournament. So Brad Newell is going to come back, who's not a bad shooter himself, but Broekhoff is just seeing limited minutes there because of the foul trouble.
But maybe with what you lose in your offense as they wipe up the floor there, you gain with a little bit more rebounding and defense
and toughness. I think that
experience.
Brad Newell is a tough guy. I mean, he just takes the contact a lot, but he gives up size there on Preljic. I thought that a few times they went to the post up when Newell is guarding Preljic. I wonder if they're going to go through that again.
Arslan, good for 3.
That was a huge three-pointer by Arslan. He just came behind the screen, was not pressured, and he was able to knock down the shot.
Limanis just sits down. He says, it's up to you guys. An offensive foul with David Anderson trying to get position.
And you gotta say that Kerem Gunlam just never gives up on position. He doesn't settle with staying behind the.
Oh, that is a great call.
Yep.
And unnecessary, really.
Yeah, it was. I mean, from David Anderson at 34, you would expect him to be careful when things are not looking too good for his team.
And now Turkey, having trailed by 12, can take the lead. We've seen it so many times in this tournament with Turkey. Oh, Shalvash had nowhere to go and just put it up.
That would have been a spectacular play if he would have connected.
Probably been his worst game of the tournament so far, so he's still got time to heat up. Ingles. Now Anderson tries to make amends. And great defense from Turkey, but Shalvash throws it out.
And I think they're going to try to say that Turkey did not have control of the ball, so the shot clock should not have been reset.
I would say they definitely had control, and I think the referees are going to say that. Watch this.
That was a good defensive play by Savage.
Yeah, he makes the pass.
He lands on Newley. Yeah, but he did have it under control. Absolutely, he was trying to start a fast break, so there's no case there for Turkey. They're going to have to play defense again.
So he's going to have to patrol the paint over the next 6 minutes. And Preljic, boy, that was a tough shot for him.
And a good defense by Barstow.
And the fast break from Brad Newley. and draws the foul from Ashik.
But how about Ömer Aşık? We just expected a dominant game from him. I said it against Finland. He had 22 and 8. This is as he blocks the shot here after the foul is called. And against Ukraine, he has 16 points and 20 rebounds. But you know, Jeff, what's his line today? It's only 4 points and 1 rebound.
And that's not good.
That's a huge drop-off. I don't believe that Newley is struggling so bad today from the free throw line.
He's definitely not found his way there. See his tournament scoring and what he's done today. And that's both. And Goulet tries to get something where he's been very effective, and he does again.
And that's it. If he's on the open court, he gets running. It's extremely difficult to cover him on a one-on-one situation, because if you see his long arms, he just really gets the shot off.
Dellavedova going to come back in for Australia. And just when you thought Australia were about to take control, Turkey have come back. The dump to Baines, and the good defense from Asik.
Baines better watch it now to pick up the 4th foul.
.5:15 remaining. Bairstow reached around. Good hustle from Newley, but Goulet comes up with the ball. Scores. Puts up the runner, misses. Now Ingles.
And Goulet tried to stop the fast break with a foul, but no foul was called.
Bairstow. Out to Gibson. 3 on the shot clock. 2. And that was an air ball. Gibson was trying to get the foul called.
Perisic was trying to push the ball up, but there was nobody running in the lane.
Perisic into the paint. Out it goes to Arslan.
Whoa!
And that forces a timeout from Andre Lamanis.
And what a game we got here, Jeff. I mean, seriously, when Australia was just looking completely in control, 1 or 2 plays happened, and we got a ball game. I think a big part of that is that Australia just really struggling there from the 3 points. They shoot only 29% today, and they shot over 50% in the tournament so far. So they're really looking for their form from the group stage, and they have not been able to find it. Also, as you said before, look at the free throws. I don't believe this one. You know what they're shooting from the free throw line? Under 50%. Are you kidding me?
7 of 15.
That's 47%. That is just awful.
Just tell it like it is.
Ömer, Cenk,
Well,
Sinan pası verip
they've
gidiyor.
been in front by
Ender
12.
gider gibi yapıyor.
And right now,
topu aldığı
Turkey
zaman
have closed the gap to
Sinan
1.
sen bu
And
tarafa
considering the way
geliyorsun.
that Turkey's been able to pull out some close games, maybe you have to say they're the favorite to win this thing.
Well, they're not in a bad place, bad spot right now, because it's only 1-point game. Australia's got the ball, but the momentum is clearly with the Turks, and you got Cenk Akio also checking into the game at the moment. This was a big shot by Arslan as he celebrated with his teammates. Let's see if Akio can do something too.
Arslan has 3 of Turkey's 7 3-pointers. Country also has a couple of threes.
And you see the versatility of the Turkish perimeter. I think that Goulet is taking over as a playmaker, and Arslan is just spotting out for the threes, and it is paying off.
Anderson is going back into the game for Baines. And there's Anderson, has the shot blocked by Mr. Ashik. He must have heard you.
He's up to the challenge now. I mean, we were waiting for him to start, be dominant, as we've seen him before.
Goulet reads the defense, slows it up in about 10 seconds. Half court. Now to Arslan. Arslan puts up another 3. And Brokoff comes down with a rebound.
But he was feeling it, and if he made that one, the house would have come down with all these Turkish fans.
Ingles hands it off, and Bairstow went up for the dunk and drew the foul.
I mean, he just got up. Did you see that? I thought he was going to just lay it off the glass, and all of a sudden he just exploded to the basket.
Ashik saying that Bairstow was using his elbow to clear some space. Watch this. Not really.
I mean, he stuck it out a little bit there.
He's got to put it somewhere as he goes up. So good aggressive move from Cameron Bairstow.
But boy, I mean, he surprised me. He surprised me with the explosion right there off the floor. I mean, he got up quick. But that's what you have to do if you're gonna go against Asik. You just gotta attack the rim if you're big man.
But what you saw was the versatility of Ingles to be able to penetrate and also his passing ability. So good play from Ingles. And back to a three-point game. And really, for Australia, probably will be content if Turkey don't attack the glass because they've been so effective getting to the rack.
And Preljic is just really coming out big in the second half for Turkey. He's got already 9 points there.
He had nothing at halftime. He and Goulet just can't miss on their drives. Ingles goes baseline, hands it off again to Bairstow, follows up his miss.
And look at Bairstow. I mean, he is not a seasoned veteran by any means, and he's playing big. I mean, he just threw down Omer Asik, stayed with the ball like he did in the first half, and got 2 valuable points for his team.
But it's interesting also that Ingles is the man now who's creating the opportunities for Bairstow.
I said before, he's a big point guard there.
Prelzic, he drives, and Bairstow with the rebound. Now Ingles. Ingles kind of lost the ball and ran into Akio, but they've called a foul on Akio. Look at that Australian bench, a little bit of nervousness. Look at this. Look at the versatility. Oh, that was a sweet pass.
But look how Cameron Bairstow just always stays with the shot. You got to like that. I mean, he's a warrior. I mean, he got it almost blocked, or the rim blocked it as he was trying to avoid the block from Asik, but just stays with it. Good job by big man.
Now, Australia have 5 team fouls, and Turkey have 4 team fouls. From here on out, we're going to have free throws. 2:41 remaining. That could be an option for Turkey as well later on, with Australia struggling at the line. Brokoff pulls in, that's short. And they get it quickly into the hands of Akul. Arslan, I think. Dellavedova was trying to commit the foul. Arslan puts up a long one. It was on line, but it was just a little long.
But I think it was bothered from the back.
Quickly, perhaps a little bit too much. Australia dodged a bullet there because they were going for the alley-oop pass to Ingles, and he threw it back out.
Again, they got to wipe the floor. There's so much intensity. The sweat is just dripping everywhere.
Was this an alley-oop pass? Look at this. Why didn't Ingles go for the shot?
He was going from left. He's lefty. I was a little bit surprised. He was surprised by the pass. I was surprised that he didn't finish it.
Dellavedova was as well, but he was able to catch it. Joe Ingles comes over to the score to see Prelzic. He's done it great. There's Ingles, but it's stretching.
But I tell you what, I mean, for Turkey, it has really worked to put Emir Prelzic at the 4 position, just to go with a more mobile and craftier lineup there.
Ingles has played 32 minutes. That's why he's getting a little extra stretches. It's a team high. In fact, that's like almost a game high. Goulet has played 33 minutes. And a foul called on Asik.
We said it before, he was getting the most minutes from all the Australian players. He's getting 30 on average, and the second one is Baines going to this game with 26.
Well, today, the coach has gone 28 minutes with Baines, 23 with Anderson. Bairstow's played a lot of minutes, 18. Dellavedova, 27, and Newley, 22, and Ingles, 32. So the free throw nightmare continues for Australia, though. They're now 50%.
And look at Baines. He was 19 for 23 for 83%, just missing one. So he's a good free throw shooter. Always spreads, like we said before. If somebody starts missing free throws, it just spreads to the rest of the team.
It's contagious. Turkey have been in this spot before. 1:52 to go. And Anderson is just fouled out of the game.
He cannot believe it, because who was it? Oh, it was Prelzic who was coming across the lane,
and also it puts Prelzic on the line. So that's not a good foul.
This is the replay. There's a little bump there, and David Anderson just kind of stood there. There wasn't even a bump from him.
No, but he raises his elbow. You could see.
He did.
But
yep, he did.
and maybe that's what the referee saw.
So that means Barstow just gets a quick breather there and just immediately checks back into the game. I mean, what major minutes for this young player.
Well, he's been good.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's making the most out of his chance.
I would have been tempted to put him back in anyway. But Krelzic is definitely the player who, when he has the ball in his hands, obviously he didn't have it in his hands that time, but he just seems to make plays late in the game.
Oh, I mean, he's come on big in the second half. You said before he was scoreless in the first half. He just rose up to the challenge, and look at the tip in there, or tip out to the hands of Krelzic by Omer Ashik.
So they can tie it with a three-pointer. Krelzic drives in, puts up the runner, and that is a strong rebound from Brokov.
That was a nice rebound by Brokov, but Krelzic just almost laid it in, just from the back of the rim. It just came out. Unlucky bounce there for the shooter.
1:20 to go. There is the pass to Brokov from the right. And Bairstow tried to dunk it. Maybe he would have been better off bringing it down. The scrap for the ball. And it's going to be a jump ball. And the possession arrow is going to point to Australia.
And Cameron Bairstow again just sky there for the rebound. Look at that one more time. So we're going to see try to dunk that. Unbelievable. I mean, he just got some serious confidence there. I mean, you're talking about 70 seconds to play, and you tried to go for a one-handed tip-in dunk. The Turkish players just all over Aaron Baines. He was just smothered there on the floor.
Well, this is really a difficult time now for Turkey because Australia have the ball, 1:14 remaining, and a three-point advantage.
It's all about execution. You got a lead, you got a ball in your hand, and now you got an inbounds play. And 24 seconds. I think that still Turkey is going to try to play some tough defense. They're not going to foul. That's why they put Jerry Osman there, I think.
Yeah, Jerry Osman checks in, so Arslan doesn't commit the foul. He's got 3 fouls, but also because he's got the long arms. The ball is going to be inbounded.
They better wipe the floor. I mean, there were so many players on the floor that must have been really sweaty.
So Dellavedova will be the playmaker making the inbounds pass, and they're still wiping up sweat. Boy, they must be sweating all over the place.
Tells you about intensity.
And look at the Turkish fan. He's like, try it the first time. Boy, their team has taken them on a wild ride at this FIBA Basketball World Cup. Savaş has really been so effective in this game as the Turkish fans would have liked. What's wrong? Is there like a leaking tap out there? It's incredible. And the applause now rains down. They finally drive the court. So Dellavedova with the inbounds. Over to Ingles. It's a full shot clock. See if Ingles gets the ball. That's going to be Dellavedova who puts up.
That is a huge shot. Whoa. What a shot there by Dellavedova. Heads up play. I mean, he just takes a big time chance, but he's able to capitalize.
Well, it's a big play from Dellavedova, and Turkey called timeout. Five points, the deficit.
I don't think there's time to panic it or anything at the moment. We still got a minute to go. But Turkey is feeling the urgency, as you say. I think that it's going to be Jerry Osman checking out, and Arsenal's going to come back to the game. I think you gotta go with the hot hand of Akiol. He's gonna stay in the game. He's a threat from the outside, so I'm sure he's gonna stay in the game to keep the defense honest. Breljic, Güler, and probably for the defensive purposes and also for the offensive rebounding, it's going to be Omer Ashik. This is going to be the lineup for Coach Ademan.
And we've also got a situation where both teams have 2 timeouts.
And both teams are on the bonus, so any fouls, there will be foul shots.
This is going to be a long final minute. 2 seconds.
This is the shot by Dellavedova. Wow, I mean, he has hit Jetty Osman on his back, and he has Omer Ashik in front of him. I mean, this was a crafty shot, a little bit of a risk, but he took it, and he was able to deliver.
He's got 13 points, Dellavedova, while Baines has the team high 15. Gouler for Turkey has the game high 16, although only 2 of those have come in the second half. Now Gouler pops out. Hands it off to Arslan. What play is Turkey going to run? Back to Gouler. Gouler penetrates. Back outside. Prezic.
Whoa! For 3! I'm loving this one. This game just never ends. Turkey finds a way to find an answer.
Turkey never die. Rokov. Will Australia have an answer? 37.5 seconds to go. Baines comes up, sets the pick. Dellavedova with 6 on the shot clock. He's trapped. He gets it to Baines. Bairstow is open. Baines, he doesn't get it to him in time. It's a shot clock violation.
It's called off. It was too late.
So the ball is going to go over to Turkey with 22.5 seconds remaining. Here it is. You can see him going up, but you can't quite see the shot clock in that frame. But I'm pretty sure that was the right call. So
absolutely, I think that the buzzer was going off, and Barstow still had the ball in his hands. There's no question about that. I don't think even that the Australian side is disputing that call.
Now, will Turkey go for a 2? Will they go for a 3? Will they take an early shot? These are all things to consider. There's the scoring. Gouler with 16 points leads the way. And Baines is and remember, Australia just 10 of 19 at the free throw line.
I think if you're Australia, you try to play tough defense, and if you're Turkey, you just take whatever you're doing. I don't think it will be going for a 3. They will try to send it to overtime. I mean,
They'll get it to Prezic and let him penetrate, won't they? We'll do there.
And if Cenk is in the game, they're going to spot him up in the corner. He can't bet. He's there, so he's going to stretch the defense. Now he got
fans.
And he also got a hot hand of Arslan. Don't forget that.
Look at the Australian fans. They can't believe it. They thought they had it. And now Turkey have already come from behind against New Zealand. They've come from behind against Finland. And now Australia are trying to hang on. Prezic comes up top. Prezic is the man.
But Barstow's got a tough defensive assignment. He's more of a big guy. He's against Prezic. That's not easy for him.
Turkey don't want to take it too soon because they don't want Australia to go down and have a chance to win. Oh, he's going to take a 3. Prezic hits the 3-pointer. Can you believe it?
Emir Prezic, the man of the hour there for Turkey, just taking completely over the game. He's got 16 points there in the second half.
Incredible. We thought, well, I have to say the thought did cross my mind they would take the 3, but then we both thought no, they'll try to force overtime. And Prezic, a gutsy play. You saw the confidence. He looked at the defense. He said, I'm okay.
But I'm sorry, if I'm the coach on the Australian side, I would be concerned about the mismatch because Cameron Barstow in college, he played a big man. He's mobile, he's explosive, but he is not, in my opinion, capable of guarding Emir Prezic in open court in a one-on-one isolation play. I'm sorry, this is a mismatch.
So it's going to be interesting to see which 5 come out for Lamanis. And Turkey trying to think of the last time they actually ended this game. They have been on top by 4 points. And Bairstow quite simply can't believe it. I'm sure nobody from Australia can believe it. And Turkey have just been on this incredible ride at this Basketball World Cup.
Unbelievable, but now they gotta keep their composure because it's 5 seconds to go. And look at that, you send young Jetty Osman here to play defense in this last 5 seconds.
But don't forget the free throw situation. Australia struggling at the line, 10 of 19. It's a 1-point game. So they get to Baines. Ingles drives in, loses the ball, and Turkey unbeaten Australia. A famous come from behind win. They have shocked the Boomers. An unbelievable finish here in Barcelona.
What a team effort there by Team Turkey. They are celebrating rightfully. Amazing team effort there in the second half. Incredible game by the Turkish side and a collapse by Australia.
Well, sometimes basketball comes down to making plays, and really for Turkey, nobody has been better at making plays in this tournament than Emir Prezic. He has been fantastic.
Well, we said it before in the preview, he's the leading scorer, but he does so many more things there for his team. I mean, he can just create so many options for his team, and he can also take the scoring on himself.
George, it's been an incredible game to watch, and really for probably the majority of the game, we felt like Australia would win the game.
I mean, they had it in their hands, but they played with fire. They took some ill-advised shots. They missed some assignments there defensively.
And they missed a lot of free throws. And now 10 of 19 in the free throw line.
And when he go back to the press conference, you just have to ask Coach Adamant if he tried purposely to pick up that technical foul. I has to get back to that moment when he picked up the technical foul. I think it completely changed and fired up his team.
George, why don't you go to the press conference and ask him? Look at that, 44 rebounds for Australia, 30 for Turkey, 15 assists.
But how about those missed free throws for Australia?
Yeah.
Is that going to come back to haunt them?
It did haunt them. Yes, it did.
No,
They're not going to forget that.
Brad Newley, I think, missed 5 free throws.
And the game leaders, Baines, Prezic, without question, he was the hero. Sinan Guler carried them in the first half with 14 points. He finished with 16, both of them. Arslan hit some big shots. He had 11 points. It's a tough way to go out if you're Australia, but it's the FIBA Basketball World Cup, and it's Turkey who have won, and they will now go on to face Lithuania in the quarterfinals. We also know that Slovenia and the USA will play in the quarterfinals here in Barcelona. Well, George, Jeff Taylor, thanks for watching, everybody. It's the 2014 FIBA Basketball World Cup.